This part we will talk about some of the adjustments that may be taken into the calculation of the taxable profit. For example, for the revenue, some types of the income is not accounting income, but it is the taxable income. Reference to the Section 65 Bis number 4. This is based on the income assessment by the revenue officer. Section 65 Bis number 4 they quote like this: the transferring of the asset, rendering of the service, lending of the money. If the business transaction have this and they do not charge for remuneration, service fee, or interest because don't have the reason which said without reasonable ground, or sometimes this transaction is charged for the remuneration, service fee, or interest, but the charging is lower than the market price. But the lower than the market price cannot explain what is the reasonable ground. In this case, the law said that the tax officer has the authorized to assess the income at the market rate when they found this in the investigation. So what does this mean? This means that the taxpayer, if they have this type of the transaction, they can adjust this in the calculation of the net profit for the accounting periods by themselves, because the conception of the tax collection in this is a self-assessment process. So when they're making the calculation of the net profit for the period, they have to check in their account that has any transaction that have qualification like this or not. If yes, they have to find out what is the difference that they have to adjust in the calculation. Okay, for example, if I am the trader of the furniture, I have the shop. One day the customer come into my shop and I feel that I have something that I like this customer very much. So I decide that I sell the table which market price normally I sell it at 10,000 baht, but I like her. I sell to the customer just only 5,000 baht because I would like to favor them without other reason. In this case, this type of the transaction has the character that it is the transferring of the asset with the remuneration, but it is lower than the market price without the reasonable ground. So my accounting book, I have the income 5,000 baht because I charge them just only 5,000 baht. But in fact, for the calculation of the taxable profit, under this condition, my net profit should be effects from the revenue of 10,000 baht. So in my calculation of the taxable profit, I have to bring the number of 5,000 baht into my calculation, in addition from the charging of 5,000. So this is the meaning of charging of the transferring of the asset lower than the market price, but in different way. If I have the sales promotion, on that day I give the sales promotion, I publish my sales promotion at 50% discount, and the customer come in. They decide to buy the table, which normally market price is 10,000 baht, but with the campaign of the 50% discount, they can buy at 5,000 baht. In this case, the selling of the table at 5,000 baht is lower than the market price, but it has the reason. So in my computation of the net taxable profit, I do not require to adjust my another 500,000 baht into the calculation because it is charged for the remuneration of the transferring of the asset, but it has the reasonable ground. It has the reason Why I charge only 5,000? That is because of the sales promotion. So in this case, I do not require to adjust. That is the meaning of the Section 65 bis number 4.